Hey dear students, welcome back to e-learning platform of GS College of Commerce, Verna. I'm Assistant Professor Rajeshwari Sharma and this lecture is for the BCom 6th semester for subject Advanced Statistics. So, in our last lecture, we have started with weighted index number and we have seen the different methodologies to calculate weighted aggregative index number like Laspeyres method, Parshall's method, Dobish and Bowley's method, Fisher's ideal index number, and after that Marshall and Ainsworth method. Today we are going to see the implication of all these methods in a numerical problem. So let's start with a numerical problem. Okay, it's going to be our question 4 under the chapter index number. So what we have been given? We have been given find index number by all methods. Here all method refers to the every method which we have studied under the weighted index number and especially the weighted aggregative index number. Okay, so here we have been given question. In question we have been given the data of 2 years 1990 and 1995. Okay, we have been given the price of 4 commodities as well as price of 4 commodities as well as quantity of these 4 commodities for year 1990 and in the same way, for the year 1995 as well, we have been given price and the quantities of the commodity. Okay. So here, whenever we calculate index number, so we have to do one thing in beginning. We have to represent the base year as well as current year. Okay. In this question, 1990 is going to be our base year and 1995 is going to be our current year. Base year is represented by 0 and current year is represented by 1. Okay. So these are the prices for the base year. So these prices would be represented by P0. Okay. After that, these are the quantities in the base year at particular prices. So it will be denoted by Q0. Q0. Then this is the prices of the current year. It will be denoted by P1. After that, these are the quantities for the current year. It will be denoted by Q1. This way, we have been given different, we have denoted different items with the different shortcuts. Okay. Now, we have to move towards the solution of this problem by different methods. So, as I have told you that there are different methods. Okay, to calculate the index number and the base of each and every method you will find that lies in Laspeyres method and Parshall's method. So under all those methods we need some components. Okay, what are those components? P0 Q0. P0 Q0 means price of base year multiplied by quantity of base year. After that we will need P1 Q1. P1 Q1 means price of current year into quantity of current year. After that, P0 Q1. P0 Q1 means price of base year into quantity of current year. And at last, P1 Q0. P1 means price of current year and Q0 means quantity of base year. Okay, we need all these components. And the base of each and every method is Laspeyres method and Parshall method. We have to calculate all those things because here we consider the weight. And in Laspeyres method, the prices of the quantities of current base year is considered as weight, and in Parshall's method, the quantity of current year is used as weight. Okay, that is why all these components are used in the formula, and that is why we need to compute it in advance before applying all 5 methods to calculate index number under weighted aggregative approach. Let's do it then. First of all, we have to compute P0 Q0. P0 means price of base year, Q0 means quantity of base year. So 3 into 7. For dal, it's going to be 3 into 7, which is equals to 3 into 7, which is equals to 21. After that, for rice, 2 into 2, it will be equals to 4. After that, for sugar, 7 into 3, it will be equals to 21 again. After that, for dalda, it is 9 into towards the computation of P1 Q1 means price of current year into quantity of current year. So 7 for dal it would be 7 into 8. 7 into 8. It comes to 56. After that for rice it will be 5 into 9. 5 into 9. It comes to 45. After that for sugar it will be 4 into 7. 4 into 7. It comes to 28. After that for dalda it's going to be 3 into 12. 3 into 12. It comes to 36. Now we are done with P1 Q1. Now we have to move towards P0 into Q1. P0 means price of base year and Q1 means quantity of current year. So P0 Q1. Okay. So for dal 3 into 8. 3 into 8. It comes to 24. After that 2 into 9. It comes to 18. After that 7 into 7. It comes to 49. After that 9 into 12. 9 into 12. It comes to 108. We are done with this calculations for P0 Q1. Now we have to move towards the next step, that is the calculation of product of price of current year into quantity of base year, means P1 into Q0. Okay, P1 into Q0. So for dal it is going to be 7 into 7, which is equals to 49. For rice it will be 2 into 5, which is going to be equal to 10. After that for sugar 3 into 4, it will become 12. And for dalda it is 8 into 3, it will become 24. This way we have computed this. Okay. Now we have to make summation of this columns. First of all we will have to calculate summation P0 Q0. Summation P0 Q0. So 21 plus 4 plus 21 plus 72. It becomes 118. After that for P1 Q1 it will become 56 plus 45 plus 28 plus 36. It becomes 165. 165. So summation P1 Q1 is equal to 165. After that we have to do the same for P0 Q1. So it will become 24 plus 18 plus 49 plus 108. It will come to 199. So summation P0 Q1 is equals to 199. After that we have P1 Q0. We have to make summation of all this. Okay. So it will come to 49 plus 10 plus 12 plus 24. It comes to 95. So summation P1 Q0 is equals to 95. Okay. Now we are done with the preparation table, preparation chart. Now what is the next step? Next step is to calculate index number by applying various formulas. So let's start with Lespier's method. Okay. Lespier's method. So what is the formula under Lespier's method? So it is P01 is equals to summation summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into 100. Okay. So summation P1 into Q0, summation P1 into Q0 is equals to 95 divided by summation P0 Q0 is equals to 118 into 100 into 100. So 95 divided by 118 80.508. We are going to take up to 2 decimals. So 80.51. Okay. After that we have Lespier's. After that we have, this is the index number by Lespier's method. Then we have to calculate index number by Parse's method. Okay. Parse's method. So formula for Parse's method is equals to P01 is equals to summation P1 Q1 upon summation P0 Q1 into 100. So summation P1 Q1 is equals to 165. Summation P0 Q1 is equals to 199 into 100. So 165 divided by 199 into 100. It comes to 82.91. 82.91. So index number according to the Parse's method comes to 82.91. After that we have another method. What is that? That is Fisher's-Ideal index number. Okay? We have Fisher's-Ideal index number. Fisher's-Ideal index number. What is the formula for that? P01 is equals to under root summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0, okay, into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1 into 100. This is the formula according to Fisher's-Ideal index number. Okay. So first of all, P1 Q0. What is the summation P1 Q0? That's 95. So under root 95 divided by summation P0 Q0. It comes to 118. After that into summation P1 Q1. Summation P1 Q1. It comes to 165. After that summation P0 Q1. So it comes to 199. Okay. And into 100. Into 100 would be outside of the under root. So 95 divided by 118. 95 divided by 118. It will be equal to 0.81. Okay. We are taking up to 2 digits. That is why 0.81 into 165 by 199. 165 by 199. It will become 0.83. 0.83 into 100. Okay. So 0.81 into 0.83. 0.81 into 0.83. It comes to 0.6723 into 100. So under root of 0.6723. It comes to 0.82 into 100. So 0.82 into 100. 0.82 into 100. It comes to 82. So after applying the formula of Fisher's-Ideal index number, we have got 0.82. Okay, we have got 0.82. After that, we have Dobish and Bowley's method. Okay, we have Dobish and Bowley's method. So I am erasing this side so that we can solve the problem. Okay, we have Dobish and Bowley's method. So what is the formula according Bowley's method. So it is nothing but the average of Nespère methods and Parse's methods multiplied by 100. So formula according to Dobbish and Bowley's method would be Dobbish and Bowley's method. Okay, I am using short forms over here. Dobbish and Bowley's method. So it will become P01 is equals to summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 plus summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1 divided by 2 multiplied by 100. Now we have to put the respective values in the formula. Okay. So summation P1 Q0. Summation P1 Q0 is equals to 95 divided by summation P0 Q0. P0 Q0 118 then plus summation P1 Q1. Summation P1 Q1 165 divided by summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1. Summation P0 Q1, so it comes to 199. Okay, it comes to 199 divided by 2 multiplied by 100. 195 divided by 118. 95 divided by 118. It comes to 0.81. We are considering up to 2 decimal points. That is by 0.81. 165 divided by 199. It comes to 0.83. After that, divided by 2 into 100. So 0.81 plus 0.83 divided by 2, it comes to 0.82. 0.82 into 100. So 0.82 into 100, it comes to 82. So again, by using Dobbish and Bowley method, we have got 82 as our index number. Now we have to use the last method, that is Edgeworth and Marshall and Edgeworth method. Okay, Marshall and Edgeworth method to compute index number, and formula for Marshall and Edgeworth method is equals to P01 is equals to summation P1 Q0 plus summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P1 Q1 plus summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0 plus summation P0 Q1 into 100. Okay, summation P1 Q0 is equals to 95. Summation P1 Q1 is equals to 165. Summation P0 Q0 is equals to 118. Summation P0 Q1 is equals to 199. Okay, into 100. 95 plus 165. 95 plus 165 is equals to 260 divided by 118 plus 199 is equals to 317 into 100. 260 divided by 317 is equals to 0.83. again 0.82 into 100, it will come to 82. So index number by Marshall and Edgeworth method is also 82. This way we have computed index number using all the methods. Okay. Here we are done with this problem. In next lecture we are going to see next problem. Till then, stay safe, keep studying, keep preparing for the examination. In case of any doubt, please contact us. Thank you so much.